I'm Sivan, and I play electric violin. I want you guys to be the boss of your own electric violin rig, okay? A rig is something to be super proud of. I'm really proud of my rig. I've spent a lot of time finagling it and making it like exactly just so, the way that I love it. And every time I play, people come up to me and they're like, oh my God, your tone. You know what kind of tone I strive to have? A statuesque tone. That tone, I want it to be like erect and majestic and powerful. I want it to stare people in the eye and knock their socks off. I want you guys to experience this feeling of pride and also just excitement of having your violin make such epic noises. So I'm sharing my knowledge of how to get badass motherfucking tone, okay? How to get the best tone, how to get better tone than any of your other violin friends, okay? Even the ones who are super better than you. Like, you know, okay, you don't have a lot of technique, or you don't play fast enough. Oh, you know so many people who play better than you. You know so many people who have had like 25 years of classical training. You know, people who've been playing the violin since they were 3 and are just like a fucking Itzhak Perlman. Guess what? You're gonna fucking have one on them. You're gonna have one over them. You're gonna be better than them in this realm, in the realm of rock and roll, in the realm of punk, even in the realm of jazz, okay? In the realm of getting on stage and playing an electric violin, you're gonna be ahead of them because you have tone, okay? And because you understand that you don't just plug an electric violin into a PA. Get good tone and then shred yourself free, all right? Now, in order to get good tone, you need your tools, okay? Most electric violin players, they plug their violin with their mic cable directly into the PA. Guess what I think about that? It's shite! It's motherfucking shite, okay? You don't ever do that. That is just awful. It's the worst. It sounds like a fucking horn, okay? I see a lot of people do that at every stage. And I feel like, how can you worry so much about your technique and then just take your tone and just throw it in the trash without even thinking about it? I want you guys to achieve badass tone. And the first step to that is your violin, okay? Next step, we plug our violin into a good motherfucking amp, okay? None of this acoustic amp bullshit. We plug into an amp with tits, yeah? And that's the Fender Princeton Reverb. Well, it sounds amazing. It's not giant, so I'm not like schlepping around this big ass thing that's making me sweat. I mean, it is a little heavy, guys, but it's not too heavy. So we're gonna plug the cable into this input, and then we've got volume, we've got treble, we've got bass. Now those are really important. Put your treble and your bass at around 4, that's a good starting point. And then you just tweak it as you hear it. Next to that, I've got one of the most important things about this amp is the reverb. There are other amps that I love. I love to use the Fender Vibrochamp. Now that sounds sweet, but it doesn't have any reverb. So when I use that amp, I have to add another reverb into my pedal board, which is fine. Next to the reverb, I've got vibrato, which I actually don't use at all. So let's not even talk about that. Here, Uni Bear, want a treat? Good boy. That's my doggy. I love him very, very much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually play through this amp with the reverb off so that we can just hear what our clean tone sounds like, okay? So that's totally dry as a bone. So that's just our first layer of good tone. Now we're gonna add to it our first color, and that is the reverb. So I'm gonna turn up the reverb I'm gonna turn it up to 3. Hear that? It creates the room for you. And that's what gives you the tail, right? The reverb. It gives you a tail. You can hear that, right? You can hear the difference. I can also turn it up to 5, 4. That's nice. Now, if I turn all the way up to like 7, see the difference, right? I'm gonna go back to between 3 and 4. That's just a little part of a song that I wrote called 3D Light. Now, I think what we should do is we should add the next color to our painting, which is beautiful tone, and that is the carbon copy analog delay. Okay? So what does that add? Let's see. Okay, so that's adding repetitions. We've got here the regen mix and we've got the delay. So here, if I turn the delay all the way up, see how that adds, you know, it adds that repetition. That's cool, okay? Gives it sort of like a psychedelic vibe. This is my clean tone, okay? This is what I call my clean tone. This is like my bass, okay? It's the Fender Princeton Reverb with the reverb turned up to between 3 and 4, and the first pedal is the carbon copy analog delay. Yes, I know, Uni, I know. Foot stuck? Yeah. Oh my God, he gets his foot stuck all the time. I think that means I have to cut his nails. He like scratches his ear with his foot, and then his foot gets stuck in his like little pom-pom hair. Okay, so the next color that I have here is I have a Whirlyverb, which is another reverb, a color that I just use maybe like once or twice in the whole set. So this gives us a super dreamy, like nostalgic vibe, sort of like memories. Next in my chain is my Pog. So this is the Nano Pog, which is the smaller version of the Pog pedal by Electro-Harmonix. I turn the octave down all the way on, so it's completely on, and the octave up all the way off. So what I'm getting is I'm getting an octave lower for myself. You know, what I do with this is like, you know, if we're just playing as a duo or whatever, I play bass on it. Red summers and artificial cities. She's lighting her cigarette. I reach reach over and I pick up the bottle, suck it down flat on my back, and then suddenly I start to laugh. That's the beginning of San Andreas. My second octave pedal in the chain is the T-Rex Octavius Tritone generator octave pedal, which I just got, and I actually have a video about unboxing it and a demo. Let's listen to what that sounds like. If you're looking to sound like more than one string, like a string section, this pedal is great, because like when I'm playing with, I play with Shannon Shaw from Shannon and the Clams, and when I play with her, I do this a lot. Like that. The other knob that this Octavius pedal has is a boost. So I can use this Octavius octave pedal just as a boost. And why do I want a boost? Because I like to have the ability to get louder. See how much that like kicks ass, right? Get a little louder, cut through. So I'm in a loud band and I need to cut through. Part of all of this is so that I can cut through the drums, the bass, the guitars, and I can still sound like a violin, still sound like a string, and then I can just break free. Hear how juicy that is? It's got beautiful low end. It's rich. That's how I flick people off while I'm playing. And then lastly is I have my distortion pedal. The Rainger FX DrFreakenstein bass pedal. It's a distortion pedal. It's actually really small, but you know, sizes and everything. Real small, but real potent. About the Big Muff that is different from this Rainger FX Dwarf bass pedal is the Big Muff, it resonates for longer. Like, it has a longer tail. So this Rainger, I forgot to tell you guys that this Rainger FX pedal has a gate on it, and the gate actually, like, it literally closes the gate. When there's no sound, it knows, and it makes sure that you don't feed back, which is great. Like, that's a blessing and a curse, right? Because it's great because, you know, if you step it, you're like, and then you're singing blah, 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 there's no noise right here. It's fucking quiet as all hell. But sometimes I want that tail, especially at the end of a solo, right? I don't want that to happen. I just want it to like ring out and not stop. That's why I like my Big Muff, and I might actually, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play a show with this Rainger FX pedal without my Big Muff because of that whole solo thing. Now, we get to the fun part, okay? The fun part is when we start mixing and matching, yeah. Now I got my boost on, I like that. That's making some noise. How does that sound when we put the Octavius and the distortion pedal together? Pog too. Now I've got both octave pedals on. Lastly, on my pedal board is my tuner. Of course you need a tuner. So we don't plug into the PA, we plug into an amp and we plug into our pedals, our pedal board. Our amp and 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 our pedal board. Then it doesn't matter, everything's okay, right? Everything's okay. Where's my boyfriend with the sweet treats? God, playing violin for so long has made me so tired. I want him to come here and give me my sweet treats. I deserve my sweet treats. I deserve my sweet treats. You guys want to see my dog? It's my doggy, Uni. Hi! He's here with the treats. He's here with the treats. He's got treats. Yay!
Ooh. And I got a half dozen English muffins.
Ooh, Arizmendi pecan roll. Mmm. 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 Mmm.
Have a bite.
Mmm.
Ooh, I caught it.
Hello?
I caught the pecan that fell.
Yeah, so